This video is for educational use only and to spread awareness. Before you watch, I would like to address a few things. Each and every clip of video that I have, there will be chapters in the link below to the video topic of this video. I prefer to you to watch the whole thing. I know this is a long video, but I try to get it as short as possible. But this video is too long because the people who did it were doing this for this long. This is a 2-year case, so this video needs to be spread awareness. If you want to watch it in different orders, go ahead. And not to mention that Melinda's response is in the last video, so if you just want to watch what she has to say and how DDSN has said otherwise, go and you can go and watch that. And another thing I would like to address is that that I have censored cussing and other vowel words, so it would be fit for family friendly like tone to where anyone can watch it, everyone can watch it, so everyone can not feel uncomfortable when I say these words. And like I said, this is for educational use only and for spreading awareness. This is for ARC of the Midlands. Hey guys, Gavin here. No. Today I need to make a video about this, like a different video about it. Just, you know, this is for YouTube and stuff like that. So what I'm going to address here is that, you know, this is about ARC of the Midlands. If you don't want to talk about, if you don't want to be involved in this, and this is like, oh no, I just want to watch something for the sake of it, and you don't feel comfortable talking about this because it's a very serious discussion, you're free to leave. This is not my normal video. So the rules are simple. I'm putting each timeline in the video to where I can, where I discussed these people, police officers, DDSN, because they're all stupid. They're all stupid, including DDSN for allowing them to go on this long, and other ARCs that's within this country. And keep in mind that I have really bad allergies, so if I sound funny, that's one of them. And for Melinda's sake, if she finds this video, I'm letting you know right now, if you think I am reading this off of my mother's thing or whatever you think, you're sorely mistaken, because I'm the only one doing this. So yeah, Donnie. So let's get on to the list. So we're gonna just do things in order. ARC of the Midlands, you are scumbags. I'm going to do everything that is wrong with you, and then I'm gonna go to the next group of people. I'm not doing the this offender thing until I get to that point. I want to do it in chronic order, chronological law, whatever. I'm gonna do it in order. So according to your statement, Melinda, that I have anger problems. Okay. If I had anger problems leading up to August, why would you keep me? It's a simple question. Why would you keep me? If I had such a big problem, why did you keep me? And if you kept me for some reason, why didn't you taught me to, you know, not be like this? Wake me up with a therapist or anything else, or whatever. It don't matter. If you say I have a huge history problem of anger issues, yeah, okay. You're right, because whatever the situation is within this realm that you have thought that I am very, you know, very angry all the time. Yeah, I'm Yosemite Sam. Okay, so it is true to a certain extent, and there's a reason for that. I've been abused by multiple people, not just by you. You're not the only person that did this to me. So, of course, I usually not on my side. You should have known that. You should have known that. I have ADHD and autism with it too, with PTSD on a slap aside. So why are you talking about this? This doesn't concern you. So the next thing I would like to say is Walmart. Okay. You made fake accounts, Melinda? Really? You make fake accounts that I got fired for accusing people of stealing? Look at these two. Look at these two. And tell me that, oh yeah, I'm stealing things. No, I'm not. And you can look at that video in the link below when I was quitting Walmart. So, Melinda, according to your statement and your fake sub accounts on Facebook or whoever you hired, I was apparently fired for accusing people of stealing. No, that is not true. That video of me quitting, of the full recording, is in the link below. So you can hear it for yourself. I put a timestamp on where the recording is so you don't have to hear me explain it, because I am not going to explain Walmart, because that is an entirely different video, which I've already discussed. So Melinda, you've already are trending on ice with defamation, and you're the one that talks about the defamations, but we're going to get to that in a minute. So July 23rd, I'm going to be showing papers, right? So this is what these papers says, that you're going to let go, let people go. You're going to let people go because of DDSN and CMS's dispute. And yet, that is only a few weeks before I was attacked. You were letting go supervisors, other clients, potential clients, employees, whoever. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. That's bull. Okay? So, whatever you did it for, and it doesn't add up. You can look it up. It's not there. It would have been global, which there was, but it's not even close to what Melinda has stated. It's like she made it up to her own image. So you let go of these people, and then I get attacked like 2 weeks later. Alright, so let's get to all this crap, because this has been killing me. Okay? This is the dumbest thing ever. I do not feel comfortable talking about these stuff, but I don't have a choice. You decided it was fucking okay to let a 35-year-old Tier 3 sex offender who molested a child to work with me. At first, I didn't even know who he was until June of this year, or May of this year. And he does not know how to carry a chair, and it dropped on his foot. And he got mad. Good Lord. I told him to chill. I mean, like, good Lord. It's not even my fault. You should have known better not to carry a couch like that. And then, for some reason, the whole thing went south. I got mad. He got mad. We've been cussing each other out. I walked away from him. He keeps following me. And then when he finally decides to leave me alone, and I got mad and I flipped him off, he decided to, and I walked away, by the way, he decided to take matters into his own hands. And then I was on the floor, unconscious. Because I don't remember half the stuff that went on until the aftermath. Because I was recuperating and everything else was going on. Melinda, I don't remember what Melinda has said, but I remember she was the first person I saw getting up. And then, you know, whatever happens next. She said something about, you know, both of y'all fighting is blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you're full of shit, Melinda. So, that's what happened. His side of the story, and Melinda's side of the story, and the other witness, which I will not name, they weren't, Melinda, first of all, in witness statements, Melinda's not really a witness, so she shouldn't even be on there. Okay, that's the first thing. And Lexington police officers, listen to me. Listen to me. Okay? This is the same woman who bailed out that sex offender 2 years prior to this incident. 2017, he was arrested for failing to register. And he was bailed out by her. And then 2 years later, I was attacked by him. And now she gets a witness statement. She wasn't even there when it happened. Only till the aftermath. So she said this, which makes 0 sense. I don't know how this went over people's head. But even other people that I know said that was stupid for the police officers to do. So take notes, officers. And she said something about, you know, she was up there and then whatever. Okay, so this is where that question comes back. If I had an anger problem, why didn't you take me out with, you know, take me home? If I had such a bad anger problem, why can't you just take me home? Better yet, why can't you just take him home? He's the criminal here. Alright, that's the first thing. She defended him, of course. And she even called him a model employee. Which I'm like, and yet he got hit with a registry. Okay, yeah. And he went to prison, yeah. Alright. And then the thing that made me want to throw up the most was the fact that the officers had a week to go up to them and investigate him. They didn't investigate it immediately. This gave Melinda enough time to convince everyone about what happened, and they claimed that I said the N-word. I really hated that word. Why would I say the N-word to someone? Or at all? Why would I say the N-word? I have a mixed family, okay? Why would I say that? So, you go around talking all that garbage about me saying it. Melinda, you're not even, you weren't, if you heard what's going on, you would have stopped the situation entirely. So, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, ever. Okay? And whatever else is there, I'll probably edit it out and edit me in, explaining it. It's really dumb. This whole thing was dumb. She literally went off topic just to get back to that topic. Like, what does this have to do with that? You know, and we'll get to that with DDSN because it got worse. So, his statement was, of course, he accused me of saying the N-word because he was black. Oh my God. And so there was a pattern right here, or whatever, because I walked away from him all the time when I flipped him off and walked away too. And then when he claimed that I said something and I walked away, he thought it was okay to empty out his pockets and go after me. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna put my things down," and I'm gonna say, "What did you say?" Because in my mind I was thinking it's gonna be a fight. Oh my God, what? You keep following me, aggressively following me, and you were going to strike. What the? Oh my God, I told these dumb detectives that you get from Walmart for 99 cents because they got none, that I was keep being followed by this guy. And then I flipped him off and he came right back and then attacked me. What is wrong with these dumb officers? What is wrong with you? Oh my God, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard and said. This has proven to me that why Lexington is corrupted in and of itself, along with everything else in this stupid state. Screw this state. Anyways, and of course, oh, and by the way, Melinda said I said the whole N-word with the R in it, and the sex offender and the other guy that was there who didn't decide to break up the fight that they claim, that I also said the racial word. And that the verdict, or whatever you want to call it, clearly stated that this happened and then that happened. And I'm like, oh my God. I was tossed on the ground or I was hit to the freaking shelves. This dumb witness statement here literally sat there and said that it happened outside, and then somehow it got transferred back inside. And I'm like, I'm dealing with idiots. I am dealing with idiots. I mean, and I'm not talking about the guy who made the statement with us. I'm talking about the police officers. I'm working with idiots. I'm working with idiotic police officers. So that's that, right? And Melinda said that there were other witnesses. Where, Melinda, if there were other witnesses, where are their statements? You said Thomas was there. Where was Thomas's statement? If Amanda was there, where is her statements? Exactly, you're stupid. And everyone else that you were kissing your way into securing power. You're protecting this guy because you were going to, if you lose him, you're going to lose money with that house. Because you're going to lose that house. And that doesn't take a genius to figure that out. It's either that or you're obsessed with him in a different way, which I'm not going to get to. Okay? Those are questions. They're not statements. Now, finally we're done with this garbage. Lexington people, but we'll do it. So, let's go after Lexington Police Department. Yeah. Stowe, you're the worst. Officer Kuhn, this guy is being praised around Lexington as a source of hero and everything else. You're full of shit. Okay? I'm gonna start, a lot of, there's nothing you can do about it because I'm expressing my freaking rights that y'all like to violate all the time because I have 2 disabilities and everything else. Y'all want to sit here and use it against me. So I'm going to say what I gotta say and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Get it? Okay. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are so incompetent. This is the dumbest case that y'all can ever pull off and fail. This is how people that, in the court system, in the legal system, allows people who has felons and hurts people get away with it. You allowed a guy who has a previous freaking case to get away with it. But Snow, you said that we can't use that against him, but the thing is, he was arrested 2 years prior, and he was bailed out by that same woman who was not there. So, you're not, and you don't, and when you wanted to investigate it again earlier this year, you didn't even try. You called him, you did a 48-hour call with nothing. Everything changed for the past 2 years. Okay, now I have 300 plus papers of how Melinda failed, or how Melinda, should have dialed 911 and everything else. And now you let this stupid sex offender that has no more life in him near minors. He's near a church. He's near a primary associated coffee shop that he works in and lives near with. And I speak for everyone that that came to me privately that he's working with minors. Oh, and there's a picture right here to prove it. So, Stowe, Kuhn, y'all guys are garbage. You are stupid. Y'all are incompetent. You're not heroes. And whenever this video gets out and it goes to you, I hope this hurts you more than it hurts me, because it hurts really bad just saying it, because I really lost hope in the police because of this stupid reason. Completely hate all of you. You guys are so corrupted, so garbage, so dumb, and so stupidly incompetent that I swear to God, there needs to be a new word for stupid. That, Melinda. You're a Melinda. You're that stupid. Because whatever reason that you wanted to sit here and not do this case, and I don't know, because, and this, apparently you didn't decide, hey, we need to take advice from the guy, we need to keep in mind that she is a DOJ. She has connections, she could have gone to the ADA and said this, and yeah, DOJ, yeah, she was a DOJ. And we're going to get to that later, because after this, we're going right back to them, because, so, that's done, unfortunately, and there's nothing they can do because they're stupid. They're really stupid. And racist. They're racist and ableist, too. So, yeah. Y'all are monsters. This whole state is a monster of demons, and I'm surrounded in hell. So that's that. So let's go back to Arc of the Midlands, but it's not just Arc of the Midlands itself. We're going to be talking about Melinda. Melinda, you... Oh my god. Oh my god, why? Why would you want to do this right now? So, on September 10th, she... Okay, so basically, let's do this simple. September 3rd, she posted a picture of a sex offender, which isn't allowed, by the way, but according to Facebook. Oh my god. And, you know, they just wanted to make sure that the sex offender isn't associated with that account. Okay? That's very simple. Facebook is doing what's right. Alright? So I reported I reported it to you, and they took care of you. And yeah, I'm going to come out because she either that or, you know, anonymously, she thought, you know, whatever, well then guess what, I'm here. So you're wanting to, on September 10th, you called my case manager. You had my number. I haven't changed my number. You called my case manager to either talk to Melinda or get sued, in which that's a dumb idea because I've given Melinda plenty of chances to talk to me, and she was hiding behind her sex offender friend and her husband that doesn't wear the pants in the family. Oh yeah, I'm taking it personally here. It's not like I was personally attacked. So okay, so yeah, you called my case manager that is no longer to discuss those terms with you and that sex offender that wants to press charges on me. Okay, let me get this straight. You want to go after me because of an email that y'all claim to say. Well, guess what? That means if you sue me and I countersue you, I'm countersuing ARC of the United States and South Carolina. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I've contacted ARC of the United States about it, which they are responsible according to the IRS, which is down in the link below. Let's get this one thing straight. I've told Jennifer once before the very first post of, you know, the email, I do not feel comfortable talking to her. I would suggest you don't share it, though. But you didn't. So, unless it was her board. And it wasn't the board, it was Melinda. And now, she wants to sue me for something that wasn't supposed to be shared to her. So you want to sue me for an email that doesn't belong to you, that you weren't allowed to look. So that, Melinda, first of all, that's a huge crime. That's a huge crime right there. And if you sue me and I countersue you, you're going, yeah, all right. You wanted to, you dropped the Gmail thing because you didn't. They didn't tell me about the Gmail thing, but you want to tell me about the Facebook pages. So, how should I hit Melinda where it hurts? Because I got the bearer of bad news, okay? You cannot sue me for your Facebook pages. Yeah, I could have done better. No, Melinda, you can't sue me for your Facebook pages simply because the fact that you know you're not allowed to post pictures of sex offenders on there, and you know he was previously banned from Facebook by me. Oh yeah, sex offender. Hey, offender, little Jerry. Yeah, I got you banned from those too. So, anyways, the thing is, Melinda, is that you were rightfully banned because offenders are not allowed, and they thought that, you know, he took over your account. So, woo! If the last person you want to sue in this discussion is me, you can go after Facebook for that one. I only did what's right. I did the right thing with the community guidelines thing. Read the community guidelines, and you shouldn't be posting about the sex offender. And you made another account, and you said this. I mean, I'm gonna move over here. Yeah, no, Melinda, you're... No, you can't sue me for that. You go after Facebook for that. You don't go after me. I was just doing what I was told, by Facebook. If you see if you see a offender using Facebook, report it to us. It's online. And before anyone says, well, there's a law that is against that, well, let me bear some bad news. It's in North Carolina. And not here. This is South Carolina. North and South Carolina were divided for a long time, okay? For those who don't know, they were once called Carolina, and now they've split themselves from South to North. So, different state means different laws. You would know that, Melinda. You're a DOJ. The thing is that now you want to sue me for protesting. Wow, you really want to sue me for protesting? Oh my god. I guess I don't have a voice. I guess me having a disability is a crime. Thanks, ARCA, South Carolina. Thanks, ARCA, United States. Thanks, ARCA, the Midlands. And thank you, DDSN. So, the other ARCs want to claim that, hey, we're different entities. Well, remember that IRS statements? Go ahead. You gotta look at it. Doing business, listed company, ARC of South Carolina, doing business as ARC of the Midlands. Ooh, someone's not telling me the truth. And so, even if what you said isn't true, that you are, no, okay, you share the same name, same purpose, same goal, blah blah blah. You share the same website. You follow each other on social media. You follow each other everywhere else in your life because you have none. And you think you are heroes, but you're not. Because you're not supposed to be advocates. We are. Okay? Not trying to get on hot water, but do you know why people with LGBTQ and BLM gets more notoriety? Well, it's because their advocates are from their origins. So BLM's advocates are coming from people who are black. That makes sense. LGBTQ advocates, they are lesbian, gay, trans. They're advocates. They can advocate for them because they did it. They've done that. They have done that. The thing is that this whole arc of the whole arc, DDSN, whatever. Y'all are not supposed to be advocates. Y'all are supposed to be mentors and teaching us how to become advocates so we can do it and we can spread it out. But you didn't want to do that because you don't want to lose money. That's my guess. I'm not taking it as an answer. If you really cared about this whole thing, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be making a list. So, you tell me exactly why I'm here. Alright? Margie from Arkansas, South Carolina. Jennifer from the United States. And Donnie or whoever. Y'all are the most stupidest people I've ever fucking had to associated with. Other than DDSN, which I will get to in a minute. You guys are literally owned by each other. You guys absolutely have to take action of this. You can't. This is ridiculous. Y'all are not. You're not good liars. I'm just gonna say that you're not good liars. You're not. Y'all are worse than my best friend in 6th grade. This is the dumbest thing ever. I don't know. So, for the sex offender, I'm just make this short and sweet. I've already said it before, but the sex offender is working with minors, according to some people. Don't take my word for it, take their word for it. So there's that. And then, he's near kids. Look, Melinda has posted pictures of a puppy drinking alcohol. Okay? I'm not surprised. And then she's posting pictures of babies, kids, little kids, 4-year-old kids, teenagers, and other parents that are not supposed to be a part of the community is doing the same damn thing. And yet you got the sex offender. You don't tell anyone about the sex offender. You didn't tell any of the co-workers that defended him that he's a sex offender. You totally did not tell those parents that has kids that he's a sex offender. He's living there. He's living right across from us, and he works here. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's actually sad. Yeah. I wonder how the community actually felt. And yes, I am showing these pictures because, you know, guess what? For SLED to sit here and say you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to share information. Well, guess what? First of all, I blocked out his address. I told y'all he lives across the street. Actually, you know what? Screw it. No, I'm not going to cross out the address. The reason why is because it's illegal. Yes, I said it. I will block out his middle name. I will block out certain other things, but I will not block out his address for the safety reasons. Safety only. Do not condone this. I do not condone any harassment. I do not condone any of it. I'm doing what's right for the community. Melinda is the last person that's doing it, okay? She's the one that should have never allowed him near kids, never allowed him to near anyone with disabilities, and that's just a fact. But we'll get to that. We're done with that, actually. We're done with that. I told y'all what I had to say about it. He sucks, okay? So, yeah, I already talked about Mary McGill and other... if I didn't, Mary McGill is a fake account made by Melinda or someone else close to her just to drive me off. And Melinda, if people find out this was you, I could sue you because you're not allowed to spread information like that to public. Okay, that's a huge crime. Apparently. So the other ARCs and DDSN, why? So I'm done with this. Y'all are the same ARCs, and yet you support sex offenders with IDD. DDSN also supports sex offenders. Yeah, DDSN supports sex offenders with IDD. Once DDSN, the ARCs, and the government would like to compare people with IDD, apparently, sex offenders, to us. Yeah, we should totally be the same people. No, we shouldn't be. DDSN, the only thing he did right was to acknowledge the fact that what Melinda did was wrong, which is the 911 call. So if Melinda's attorney is hearing this, I hope you know that. And you have full permission to call up Protection Advocacy or Disability Rights of South Carolina, and you can have 300 of those papers yourselves. You can have it. I don't care. You can have it, because you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, what the heck? I'm being duped. So there's that. DDSN, you agree with Melinda about some things about me, about Walmart, which isn't true. So you're warned. I have called you 7 times. 7 freaking times about this. And y'all don't do shit. And then when I did do shit, it was from Protection and Advocacy. Y'all said that, you know, this, that, you know, you should have called 911, therefore we're putting a policy in. But before that, Melinda would manipulate her way into the situation. So this is how you catch a manipulator. This is a tutorial on how to catch a manipulator. I'm going to keep this in mind because I don't like being manipulated. I've been manipulated once by my friend. Ever since then, I ain't stupid. So Melinda, you want to blame someone for that? Go blame my friend, my ex-best friend from 6th grade. Well, 4th to 8th, but shut up, okay? It's not about him, okay? How does this work? So when and this is simple, okay? I'm keeping that in mind. If she's getting confronted about it, and yet she wants to talk about other things before getting to the main objective, that's manipulation. So for instance, in her case, my case, whatever, they ask her questions. Melinda brings up her 5-star ratings from Facebook and Google. That's manipulation. What does your 5-star crap have, well, so-called 5 stars, have anything to do with the situation? And regardless, your 5 stars does not mean post. Your 5 stars do not mean her 5-star don't mean shit. Exactly. Thank you, Cloud Raker, or yeah. Thank you. Your thing don't mean nothing. You can have a 10-star rating and you would be the worst person in history. No. So So this whole situation is dialed down to the fact that Melinda is just stupid. And then she brought up her sister. And this is the one that makes me laugh all the time when I hear it. Don't take it the wrong way, okay? I do not condone that. But what happened was that the reason why Melinda went to Arc of the Midlands and to start up her own thing was because her sister was raped by organization. And I'm like, okay, if your sister was raped by organizations, why would you hire a tier 3 sex offender? Like, no, seriously, why? What is this? What is this? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard from you. That's manipulation, because first of all, that's full of shit. If you had a sister that has been raped and yet you allowed a tier 3 sex offender there, you're really dumb. You really are dumb. And you're pretty good at hiding it. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that what does that have to do with the situation on the 14th of August of 2019? You see what I'm saying? And DDSN just like, okay, but whatever, you're still done. And you know, the witness statements and everything else. Oh my God. I'm just glad they were on my side and they ruled in my favor, because they would be the dumbest organizations if they thought of that otherwise. So we're done with that. So yes, and I'm crossing out this because we get to our final point and I'm finally going to be done, because but before we get to that, I'm just hoping you know that this dumb knows how to manipulate her way out of it. I have said multiple times, if anyone has heard from her, keep in mind she likes to manipulate her way out of things. And for the suing part again, I'm going to say this once. She will, according to my family, which I will not name, she wanted $2 million. You can't do that, Melinda. You can't sue me for $2 million at all. And I didn't have to do research of this. I didn't have to do research for any of this. Let's just take it for example. If I cost you $5,000, I owe you $5,000. If I owed you $1,000 of damages, I owe you $1,000 of damages. I did not cost $2 million in the course of 3 months of me speaking out. Okay, first of all, that's really weird. And second of all, you've been losing. Okay, you can go back to the IRS statements that are public records. Oh my God, you have been losing money since 2018 or 19 or whatever garbage. Don't sue me for your problems. But now we're done. I just wanted to add that in, and yeah. Let's talk about the board members, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay? It took the board members 2 to 3 months to contact me. Wow. Wow. And it's not what you think. Because right now in the second page, the first one, Robert said that he supports her, which is fine. I don't care. It's like, come on, I honestly don't. You can support her, and when you realize what you're supporting, you support the wrong person. I'm used to it. Okay, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Melinda isn't the first person to do this to me, and she's definitely not the first person to suck at it. Okay, just ask my teacher from Brooklyn, Casey, and Roller Road and Bookman Road. Oh my God. All right, so. There's that, all right? He said that I've seen Melinda did this. I've seen Melinda did that. Okay, first of all, look. I'm gonna throw shots at every board member, except for the former board member who actually knows what's going on and why Melinda is such a corrupted person. And I'm not gonna name her because I just don't want to I don't want her to get dragged into it and I don't want to damage her. So I'm going to keep her name out of it, but one board I talked to that had forced to be stepped down had to, she had to step down because of other things. And, you know, oh my God. My time gets wasted every time because I have stop motion, and I got stop motion and gaming and a career that I have in a life, and these people and Arc of the Midlands board, other board members of the Arc of the Midlands is like this. It's crazy. So she stepped down, and I was like, and so this Robert guy, which, sorry if I made your name, I'm not going to mention your last name. I'm going to block out your last name, and I'm going to block out your profile for your protection. Even though it wouldn't matter because anyone could just go up there and look at it anyway. So according to you, you said this, said that. All right. I respect Robert for wanting to now look into it because this is what he said that he wants to get more involved now, which I'm not going to show the images because I'm just not going to do it unless they want me to, okay? I've called him and I've talked to him and he said he wasn't going to talk to Melinda. I haven't heard nothing. So I'm just going to say this, okay? This is for every other board member. I'm not going to talk about Robert because at least he took out of his time to talk to me. Okay, so Robert, you're not going to be as called out as every other board member who decided to hide behind their cell phones and papers. You actually decided to talk to me, which I respect you enough for because not every board member that I talk to can do that. And you, along with the other one that you've been talking to, y'all are the bravest people to take notice and at least acknowledge it and wanting to see what y'all can do possibly. So, for, what was the name? Alon Cox? James Cox? I know who James Cox is. I'm not going to involve him because, you know, I don't know about him anymore because I'm guessing he supports Melinda, but my problems shouldn't be involved with them to begin with. So Allison, well, and then Kim. I'm just gonna name her Kim. Alan Cox is the president, and of the whole situation. So I'm going to just say this right now. And I want him to understand this. I have autism with ADHD and a buttload of other problems and other things that I have managed by myself to fix it and to achieve. And yet your friend, Melinda, did this. So I'm going to say this now. I am not going to take your response of you saying, because what you said to this former board member, which I wasn't going to name, you're a douche. You spreading fear to other board members to getting them out because of Melinda. What are you doing with her? Like, I'm not going to speculate things because I don't want y'all to sue me for something. But like, are you doing favors for each other? This is the main reason why board members should not take their professional relationship to the next level. This is ridiculous. I'm not talking about relationships. I'm talking about friendships because they have been friends on each other for Facebook. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and be told that Melinda is a saint and she's a hero. I'm not going to hear it from a guy from the rest of the board member who does 15 minutes in the office per week. One of them was a hot mess, and whatever this woman did and the other people did. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and take word from someone like y'all guys. And first of all, I'm going to say like I did for Robert, I'm not a hearsay. I was hurt. I was there. And I almost got my neck broken for it. So, I'm not going to sit here, and if you said something about me or whatever, I'm not going to hear it from you guys. If you're going to say otherwise, I'm not going to hear it because y'all are full of it, okay? I'm not going to hear some board members who barely was in office to sit here and say how proudly Melinda did this when she has done other things. Y'all weren't even aware of what DDSN has infiltrated, like, has literally did to review Melinda. Y'all were not even aware about what happened on August 14th, 2019, and you were barely aware about this whole sex offender guy. So I don't want to hear it from you guys. Y'all should have been more involved. So unless I have anything else to say in regards to ARC and everyone else, the people who are trying to go up against me with no intentions are dumb. Like, seriously. Like, Melinda, if you sue me, you're crazy. I'm just going to say that for instance. Melinda, you're crazy if you want to sue me because you don't have a case. You do not have a case. Good Lord. Because the attorneys will find out how this all started, and they are going to look at that DDSN paper. And if they see that what you did was wrong, they ain't going to take your case. Because you didn't dial 911. And you didn't do anything else. So I hope that clears a few things. So unless there is an update video or whatever, I'm going to make this only video to summarize what happened. And until then, I'm going to be uploading some videos regarding about ARC of the Midlands, like a skit or whatever. And enjoy this bonus video. This is the sex offender near minors. This is him. Happy, right? But this is Melinda. Weird. And this is their new address for the thing. And as he hasn't been changing his address lately, this is their current address that is near a preschool that is a part of a Baptist church. And, whoa, wait, across the church, and then, wait a minute, it's across a park. It's right dead center in the park. And then there's this park right here. Well, why? Why is this a thing? Why is a sex offender that is not allowed to be within 1,000 feet near these places, including a dental for kids? And to prove it, here's the proof of that. And if y'all say it has to be living, well, yeah, this is a church right here. Just letting you know. Not to mention that is also in the second wave coffee shop. That's where the kids go, and it's congregated because that's where all the kids go, and it's themed towards kids, as you see Facebook. All right, there's a few things I need to keep that I want to add in before I upload this video. So let's get on to it. All right, I'm tired, so let me turn my lights on. All right, I'm tired. Let's get this over with. I'm gonna look at these 8 pages, or like 7. So let's get on to the earliest one. So I'm gonna do this, and so this is DDSN's thing. And, you know, I have a history of worksite altercations. His supervision needs may not be... Okay, so let's shoot this down right now, okay? Where in the hell is the evidence? Like, please show... I want to see those records so I could clarify this up and confirm whether it's true or not. Because in the papers that I will be popping up right now, there are literally, where's the altercations from type thing. DDSN has discovered 2 critical incidents reports that has been filed by ARC of the Midlands in the past that were similar in nature in the current situation. So, Melinda, you're a freaking liar. This is something that Lexington Police should freaking read, because they couldn't do paperwork to begin with. So, DDSN was unable to reconcile the reasoning for policy procedures in the incidents of the past, but did not file in a report for the current situation. So, apparently, okay, there is the reports about severity of the injury to Gavin that evidence reviewed suggests that proper medical care has not been sought out. Okay, I'm going to keep that there. Apparently, if I can find it, Melinda thinks she's a freaking hero, and she is proven herself to have medical training throughout the entire, her entirety. So, you said, unless I am reading it wrong, in this situation, this should never have been called. Here is just one resource, however, echoes in the guidance from out there for employers. A medical services call to 911 respondents to at the workplace typically made when the reason to believe immediate care is needed to prevent death. Like sitting there and waiting for me to get up while I was unconscious. So I can remember that. Neither one of these factors existed, and there are no doubt that at the time incident of now in my decision making appropriate an action taken. And the ARC has a contract providing employment, residential, and companion services. Who gives a shit? Like, seriously, if you can't report it to DDSN, at least this shit doesn't matter. Like, you like to deny that DDSN has nothing to do with the ARC. Yes, it is. How do you think I got the contract with you dumb in the first place? Listen, if you're gonna sit here and say this right here doesn't mean nothing. This means nothing if you can't report it to DDSN. Without DDSN, you don't have a business. You have nothing to fund. You're the one claiming that you're independent services, along with the other ARC garbages. Okay, so shut up, Melinda. You're not good at advocating. So. So this is what DDSN, I blurred out some names. It says that, I forgot to blur out this. I'll do that later. DDSN has concluded its review that the incident occurred at the Midlands thrift store at South Lake Drive. As a reminder, the incident altercation by 2 waiver service representatives. I thought we were employees. What happened to that, Melinda? What happened to that? Based on these, would not have required. DDSN has concluded, based on the current incident reporting directive, this incident would not require a report to be filed in DDSN management system. However, during the course of this review, DDSN has discovered 2 critical incident reports that has been filed by ARC of the Midlands in the past that were similar to the nature of the current situation. DDSN was unable to reconcile the reasoning from a policy perspective. Why the ARC and the Midlands filed these 2 in the past, but did not file this. Exactly. Thank you. At least we have someone in the house that in that building that can think. So, if we can find this, Gavin has a history of. This is Melinda's thing. Gavin has a history of work site altercations. His supervisions has not been met. The ARC industries are retail businesses in the general public. It is not a DDSN program. Technically speaking, just because you're not a DDSN program doesn't mean that you get funded by DDSN. Therefore, they can cut ties with you and you don't get. You have to find somewhere else to get the funds. So technically speaking, you kind of are, in a way, having a partnership. Therefore, you have to follow the bidding law. Like, you are like DDSN is a governmental funding for people with disabilities, and you're there. So Melinda, sit down. So there was something with the. So okay. We do not use words like increased supervision. Really? Oh, so this is what Melinda says. It's not a DDSN program, but we currently certainly do not use the words like increased supervision and staff ratios. Okay, that's just ableist right there. No, it's not just ableist. That's just stupid. Like, every freaking workplace needs supervision. Who doesn't need supervision? Who doesn't need supervision? This is right here, guys. Right here. We don't use words like increased supervision. Are you convinced that Melinda is a nutcase? And staff ratios. Nor should they be applied to any private business. Your actions and words in this matter seem to be going backwards and certainly do not alignment with the HCBS. I don't know what that is. I don't care. We shouldn't try to apply medical model terminology and practice in a public workspace. Yeah, you f***ing do. Like, you're technically a workplace. Regardless of what anyone says about ARC and the Midlands and their programs, Melinda, you are paying clients to work. Therefore, you are a workplace. Get that fact straight, okay? I don't, just like Voc Rehab or whatever. You're paying someone, you're a workplace. End of story. You're getting checks out to people, and I swear to God, you're not making the situation any better. So the ARC industry sales for the month of October is currently over $12,000. We have over 6,000 followers on Facebook with a 5-star ratings on social media and a 4.7 stars Google rating with 130 customer reviews. What does that have to do with you watching me on the floor unconscious? What does this have to do with me on the floor unconscious by your sex offender boy over there? Huh? What does that have to do with what does your crap have to do with it? For all we know, you weren't the one that's the reason why you're getting those stars. So, and many, many more. We have 2 full-time retail managers. Oh, there's your problem. That's your problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. We have 2 full-time retail managers, 10 retail specialists. That's the problem. That's your problem right there, Melinda. That's the problem. Why does everyone get this over people's heads? You are an idiot. You literally just sat there and proved my point why there needs to be an increase in supervision. 2 full-time retail managers, and then everything else. Less than 25% of our workplace is disabled and receiving services from DDSN. You just shot yourself in the foot with that one. We have created the sustainable revenue streams and are leading by example by supporting the diverse workplace. As an employment services provider, how can we ask our community partners to support a diverse workforce if we didn't? So, here's a better question. Why are you bringing this up? Like, why are you bringing this stuff up? You're basically in the wrong, okay? And yes, this will be in the video. Why are you making this? Why are you asking questions? You're being questioned and you're dodging answers. So, manipulation at its finest. We are members of the chamber supported by the community. We created an amazing space where everyone in the community can hang out and enjoy. Okay. No. That's another problem. Everyone in the community. So what happened to the people with disabilities? It was okay. The ARC was funded. The reason why ARC is a thing was because it's supposed to help recognize people with disabled. It shouldn't be. Everyone in the community thing shouldn't be your number one priority. I'm telling you right now. The ARC of South Carolina Midlands have one thing, and they were founded by people who are special needs because they wanted to sit here and make a change. That was it. You're taking the goal and mindset of that, and you're making it your own business. And I get it. Everyone should be in the community, but why should everyone in the community be the priority when it should be mainly disabled people? That's your problem, and you both have opinion on supervision. She can't speak, or if that was a word, that's stupid. of ARC, so on supervision of ARC Industries employees. Can you please share with our agency what business experience you? Okay, so why are you asking questions, Melinda? Why are you asking questions? Newsflash, really? Oh, Gavin has a history of having a smart mouth with people in authority? Wow. About time someone figured it out. Like, right. That's like, if you have a problem with me being a smart mouth, do something about it. Why haven't you done anything about it before the guy attacked me? So, and the sex offender isn't in charge. So, can you please tell me what like exactly why you're so offended? Is it because I'm a smart mouth? I never thought someone would just admit it right there. I guess I'm smarter than you, Melinda, right? Because I have a smart mouth and you guys don't know how to run a business. Thank you, Melinda. I am a smart aleck, or a smart ass in this guy's claim. So can you please share with our experience what business experience you have? No one needs to tell you that. That's none of the community's business. Yeah, I said it. Protection and advocacy, if you want to know what protection and advocacy is, or disability rights, you can go search it up. No one needs to, okay, this is a personal matter. Why is Melinda going after someone personally? Like, why are you going after other attorneys personally? So, have either of you visit our business locations or started a business of your own? No, they're freaking attorneys. They're literally attorneys. Why are you asking an attorney about an open business? You never open a business, Melinda. Even if you have ARC of the Midlands funding it for you. Therefore, the community opened the business. You personally haven't. So shut up. Like, seriously, you want to talk? You just admitted that I have a smart mouth, so there's probably more to it, right? So have you managed a retail restaurant industry employees in the past? Again, why is that a question? You really are an idiot for that. So I have a history of a smart mouth with people in authority. The reason why I have been smart, the reason why I've been having a smart mouth is because you're the one that forced me to work out there with freaking scissors, school scissors, cutting weeds, like little tiny weeds, when you can get a damn lawnmower or a weed whacker, and you are making the dumbest mistakes. And so you're just admitting that you don't know how to run a business if I'm being a smart mouth, right? Because why would you bring up the fact that I have a smart mouth? Is it because exactly you don't know how to run a business, Melinda? You literally sat there and wanting us to put either gravel or mulch and put it on there just for it to rot away, and I told y'all that it wouldn't work because you have to put something over it. It doesn't take a 6th grader to figure it out, and y'all don't listen to me, and now it's ruined, and y'all don't do it ever since. And now you're mad because I was right and you were wrong. Is that right? So yes, Gavin has a history of being a smart. Newsflash, so does half the young people we hire these days. So, wait a minute. I have a smart mouth. Newsflash, so does half the young. So are you calling me stupid, or are you calling them stupid? Why is this an issue? If I was a smart ass, use it. Tell me how to learn to be with the community. That's so simple, Melinda. So does half, what are you trying to bring up with half? So does half the young people we hire these days with or without a disability. Our managers deal with it on a daily basis. Our work environment, of course, as ARC of the Midlands' mission, have more natural support. No, you don't. You literally you do second wave, and you promote more in second wave than ARC of the Midlands. Look at the second wave Facebook page and come back to me about it. You post more on second wave than ARC of the Midlands. Prove me wrong, Melinda. Prove me wrong. And after Gavin was fired from Walmart following customers around accusing him of stealing items, no. That's not why I was fired. Actually, no, I wasn't fired. Like I said, the video's in the link below. I wasn't fired. So, and plus, you're not supposed to bring that up. Did you know that, right? So we decided to give him a second chance. You? Actually, Melinda, let me tell you what actually happened. Laura suggested to me to go to ARC of the Midlands, and I have said no on multiple occasions. Then my own mother convinced me to go, and I said no to the point where they forced me to do it, and then I ended up doing it because they would not stop saying it. Mainly my mom. The reason why was because I didn't want another ECM trip. And guess freaking what? I was right. You were stupidly mistreating everyone with their money and everything else. Under the IRS's nose. I don't want to hear from you, Melinda. You didn't give me a second chance. I gave you a chance. And you blew it up. So how about you shut up before you make everything worse? Also, evaluate, redirect, and guide him before placing him back in another work environment. No. You haven't done that. Like, when were you doing that? You didn't come up to me the first month or two asking, what do you want to do? What do you want to work at? You have not done that. Look it up on the records. You did not ask me a damn thing. You didn't ask me, what do you want to do? How should we help you? You didn't do that. And you didn't even bother telling me, okay, here's some things we can improve on. You haven't done that. And if you did, it would have been on the damn records. And the majority of the records said I was on good behavior. So don't even lie to me. Don't lie, Melinda. You were caught. So what's the old saying? No good deed goes unpunished? No good deed goes unpunished. If either of you have any sound business resources, the guys, whatever. Melinda, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. So, when immediately, right? Does DDSN employ more than one individual IDD in meaningful employment positions in their business location? Melinda, do you not know what DDSN is? Do you not know what DDSN does? Come on, let's be honest. They're the ones that funded you, and you're saying all this garbage just to prove a point. What point? I don't know. But, why are you asking questions? You're not the one confronting the issue. You're the one running away from it. So, if so, / do these DDSN employees follow the agency employee handbook? And why? Oh, my God. Melinda, how do you know they have handbooks? And if they have handbooks, how do you know they're the same as yours? You're an idiot. What the hell? Wait, why? How are people so stupid? How can a DOJ with outstanding achievements can be this stupid? We have multiple business partners. No, you don't. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been hearing it from several. What was it? It was a Blue Choice. It was a Blue Choice company telling me that you were losing businesses, they were keeping their distance, and so was Able. Able, South Carolina, also said that some of them were keeping their distance. And so when you have multiple, a diverse of workforce on any given day, have the individual with disabilities work on the same day. If this were to occur at Publix or Walmart or any other business, would the employer require? Yes, Melinda. Yes. They have to. It's literally the law. Even the police, after the police department, were questioning that when I went up there. They were questioning that. They should have dialed 911. You did it, Melinda. So, like I said, what point are you trying to prove? You're not an attorney. You're not an attorney. You're not an attorney. Okay? You're not the one that should be at one asking questions. You don't even know what you're talking about. So these procedures are outlined in minimal requirements in the meaning that it needs to consumers and enable the DDSN regional centers, DSN, board of those contracted services providers, the guidance necessary to support life and safety and accountability efforts within these settings. What settings? The sentence begins with organizations in or during the provision of DDSN contracted services occurs in a DDSN regional center. Okay, you're saying the same reporting requirements pursued in state laws regarding abuse of children and vulnerable adults do not apply in altercations or actions. Okay, listen, Melinda, you weren't there when it happened. So how can you determine that? I was bruised up. He wasn't. So how can you be the one determining that? So shut up. I know I'm sounding rude, but shut up. And the confidentiality notice, I don't care about that shit. This is my case. Alright? I can do whatever I want with it. If I want to share it to the world, I can rip that to shred. I can rip the confidentiality notice and rip it. You want to sit here and expose me in the public, Melinda? You want to expose me in the public? I'm going to expose you to the public. And you're not going to do nothing about it. So, this one, it says that I have decades of proving experience of quick sound decisions in extremely high pressure environments. What? Like, no. Like, make quick sound decisions? So why weren't you up there when you're stopping the fight? And if you were there, why haven't you sent the defender home and sent me home? Like, it's like you saying that I deserve to get beat up because I was being a smart ass. Is that it? So, I have decades of specialized training in safety, injury assessment, and management. Why was I on the floor unconscious? Why was I on the floor unconscious, Melinda? Please tell me. I have decades of experience developing, interpreting, and implementing law, government, policy, contracts, documents, and what does that have to do with the case? Melinda, what does this have to do with the case? Please. If anything, these laws that you implemented, come on, that's a bullshit. Because when I look up the laws, you should have dialed 911 because you could be accessory to the potential murder. Good grief. Look it up. You didn't implement shit if you didn't know what you're talking about. And the only experience we can gather is your graduation from Bob Jones University 2016, graduating from law school in 2019. It appears that you have very limited legal experience. So you're bashing an attorney. For what reason, Melinda? Melinda is bashing my attorney and a social worker because, I did all this, I did all that, but you done this, which is limited, okay? And graduating from law school in 2019. Good grief. At least my attorney did her job. What have you done? Like, you left DOJ. You've left. The only reason why you potentially were there was because of your husband, right? Wasn't it? It has to be. You don't have the right to say shit, Melinda. You are the one are stupid. You're the stupid one. You're the one that's very limited. You're the one that's going around here and going to the police, making one up, make a story up, and you went to DDSN and make another one up, and going over to here and making this one up. So shut up. Like, honestly, I know it sounds rude for me to tell someone to shut up, but Melinda, shut up. Okay? You're not a good attorney. So, the entire event lasted 60 seconds. No, it didn't. And Gavin never lost consciousness. I personally broke up the fight. No, you did not. Other witness statements said that you weren't even there when it happened. So, come on. Because I happened to be on the lower floor of the thrift shop when it occurred. But yet you didn't. You were too busy promoting yourself, right? And you were waiting for me to get up, right? Alrighty then. So it lasted 60 seconds. Gavin has never lost consciousness, and the appropriate action was taken. You moved my body because after recuperating, I can remember what happened. I was literally on my stomach when I was choked, but then somehow I was moved on my back. So this little shit right here means nothing. So I normally do not have to need to share this. However, in this matter, I feel it's relevant. I am Desert Storm era veteran. No, you're not. You're not a veteran, Melinda. Believe me, you're not a veteran. If you're not, so with an 8 years experience of active duty in county overseas, if you were a seasoned veteran, then why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like, because my family's military, but like, you didn't, like, this isn't true. I know, Lakin will tell you that because guess what? Going into the Marines is basically a job because you're putting you're working. So Lincoln hasn't said that. So you're full of shit. Unless you just forgot that exists because you were disrespectful. I have worked in federal prison with death row inmates. So you have worked in federal prison. You did not. Like, Lincoln hasn't said anything about you working with death row inmates. I have experienced a prison riot and had been locked down in federal prison with death row inmates. And what does this have to do with us? What has it come, Melinda to Earth? I have experienced prison riots and being locked down. I have prepared soldiers to go to Rahua to pick up. I can't say that word. To pick up and dispose dead bodies after genocide. No, you haven't. I don't think you do, because, like I said, you would never experience. If you really went through all this, why would you put this on another person? Why would you do this? So, I have complete compact medic training. That's a lie, because I wouldn't be on the floor. If you personally broke up the fight, I wouldn't have a lot of bruises. Did crazy things like road march 100 miles in 5 days, rode a bike 100,000 in a day. Okay, what? Your accomplishments doesn't reflect of what happened in an altercation. So I'm not even. It conducted live ammo exercises. Oh, of course. With machine guns. I've spent 16 years in a U.S. Attorney's office, and the last 10 years in whatever, I don't care. I personally handled this largest wire transfer in DOJ history. That's a lie. I don't believe you, Melinda. I don't believe you. Unless someone comes and proves it to me that she does it, then how can someone transfer something in 860 millions and wondering if she can't even do a proper grammar right? Or, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, come on, you can't even save your ass from me. Like, that's something. And I was responsible for daily national logs that went to 14,000 users, and I am. You can read the rest. Melinda, this has not. You left your career. I have a sister with IDD that was sexually and physically abused, over-medicated in not one but 3 different South Carolina providers' facilities. This is my motivator to use my experience and skills to try and create new innovative. Then why is there a sex offender in your freak on the job? Like, if this was your motivator, why do you hire a molester, a child predator, convicted tier 3 sex offender to the job with vulnerable adults? You're not proving anyone right. You're not proving a point. You're just contradicting yourself. So, I'm done with that. And you can read all of these and stuff like that. If I have a PDF, if I have some type of file, then you know, whatever. This is the paper that concluded that based on the events of reporting this directive, this incident would have been required to report. This would not, but however, during the course of this review, DDSN discovered 2 critical incident reports that has been filed by the Arc of the Midlands in the past. They were similar in their nature in the current situation. DDSN was unable to reconcile this reasoning from a policy perspective that why the Arc of the Midlands filed these incidents in the past, but did not file the incident report for this current situation. So now, Lexington Police Department, what you gonna do? Because now it says that in addition to this discrepancy, sorry, I'm tired, and reporting habits of other areas and concerns that have been identified as a result of reviewing a warrant, the DDSN implementing and a correct action plan, areas and concluded identified that Gavin has a work. So you're just, all it is that you're just admitting that I'm smarter than you, right, Melinda? Because I have a smart mouth and whatever. There was other papers that says that sex offender was a private person. Like, Melinda didn't tell DDSN that this guy was a sex offender. But she literally sat, because DDSN wanted to see his records, and Melinda said, "Oh no, I don't want to do that because he's a very private person." So that explains it, because the guy's a serious sex offender and no one wants to know about it because it would have gone public. So the arcs of the Midlands provided specific clarification, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, please provide a written response directed to my attention no later than the 2020. As a reminder, per contract language, GDSN is able to review records that pertain to class recipients and recipients. I'm sorry. So, there you go. Those are the papers that I wanted to show you. Now, enjoy another bonus clip, and I will see you. So thank you guys for watching. This video is really it should have come in a long time, but all I wanted to do is have this handled peacefully and quietly and privately. But Melinda has taken it too far, and she's endangering children, as it is appearing to be. So another video like this may come out soon, but I will have to see. Until then, please understand, and I will get to that video soon.